Hi guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and today we're going to take a look at my October TBR, sort of, maybe, possibly. I know we're a week into October. I had every intention of recording this in September so that it would be ready for October 1st, and basically every day I've said, tomorrow though, tomorrow. And for that matter, I had no intention of having a TBR for the rest of this year until I remembered that it was 30-day book binge, and I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of the things that I'm considering reading this month, especially because there's always like a vibe for October. You know, we tend to crave certain things. Before I get into it though, I'll kind of give you a little update of what I've read since the Shop My Shelves video, because I had pulled those out thinking maybe those are the types of things I want to be reading right now. And every last one of them went back onto my shelves. Now, here's what happened, okay? First, I had pulled off Splendor Falls, and when I pulled it off, I said, maybe I want to read that, or maybe I want to read Texas Gothic, which is also by Rosemary Clement Moore, and that is what I did. So that wasn't a complete fail. I did read that book instead of Splendor Falls, which was a potential. But also since then I had some library books that came in for me that I wasn't expecting to come in yet, so I ended up reading those instead. And though I still do want to read the books that I pulled off of my shelves, I couldn't take them sitting out on my desk anymore and having to move them every time I did something. So I just put them back. But honestly, all of them would be good picks for this month and would fit in with my mood and with the kind of atmospheric, like vibey thing that I'm going for. The other thing that kind of derailed that I can't blame on library books or anything really, was I happened to look up at my shelves and see Find Me Their Bones, which just seemed so perfectly what I was in the mood for on whatever day I happened to look up and see it. Now, you may recall this book from late last year. I was reading it before it came out. It came out in November of last year. And then I never finished it and updated you guys, and that wasn't any fault of the book. That was my own stupidity, because I left it in my mom's car for literal months. And by the time I found it again, it was literally when I was sick, like when I had, you know, gotten sick. And so I just pulled it out, put it back on my shelves, didn't touch it again. Felt like I probably needed to just start over with it, because I couldn't remember where I was, but I felt like I wasn't very far. Turns out I was actually almost done with the stupid thing. What the heck? It was so long into it that I was like, pretty soon something's gonna happen that I'm not familiar with, right? And no, I was like 275 pages in to a 400-page book. So the majority. I might have been in the 300 pages. Oh, I definitely was in, wow. I was really, really close to the end. I might have been within 50 pages of it. Anyway, I ended up rereading the whole thing. Really enjoyed it. So that was what happened with the Shop My Shelves. The other books that I read, the library books, were the Bromance book club, which was good. It was cute. There was another romance, I don't remember what it was, and then The Bride by Julie Garwood, is that right? I think so. There was a romance thread on Twitter from some big romance readers, like that's what they promote, and they were talking about what was the first or your favorite or something Julie Garwood book that you read. Now, she is a established romance writer from back in the day, and everyone was talking about this book, The Bride, as being the absolute best, and that's where to start. And I thought, okay, sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and say now that I'm pretty sure that there is a reason that I didn't think that I was a romance fan up until the last few years, and I don't think that it is entirely owing to me easing up and being more open-minded, which I thought was the case. I think it really is as bad as I remember. Because I did try. I did try in the past. I've read books that my grandma and my mom recommended, even though I was like kind of anti-romance at the time, and I thought that was why I didn't like them. It's not. There's definitely a 70s, 80s, maybe even 90s style that does not gel with me, do not like. So that book just went straight back. So that catches you up. Probably more than you cared to know. Now, onto this month's TBR. Again, this is just kind of nebulous at this point. It's what I might read, it's what's kind of caught my eye, and it's what seems like it might fit that October atmospheric maybe creepy, maybe slightly fantasy or magical, just that like fall darker days vibe. It's my like favorite thing to, like, I get excited for reading at this time of year. It just seems like these are what I want, you know? And I can't seem to quite figure out what it is that I want. Like there's a need, there's a desire for something very specific going on in my body right now, and I can't seem to pinpoint it and what's gonna like suit. That makes this TBR even a little bit more nebulous, because the things I'm gonna tell you about aren't that. They're not that the book that's gonna suit. So I had a couple more library books come in for me that have kind of taken over. The first, you can't see that. There you go. The first is A Rogue of One's Own by Evie Dunmore. I'm actually almost done with this. It's book 2, and I really, really enjoyed book 1, so I pretty much checked this out as soon as I was done, or put a hold on this as soon as I was done with the first one, because there was a wait for it, and I wanted to get it ASAP, and then it came in, and I was like, this doesn't go at all with my TBR, but oh well. The other one that came in actually does suit my TBR, but it is actually ridiculous that I requested this from the library, and that is Spirit and Dust by Rosemary Clement Moore. Again, I requested this as soon as I was done with my Texas Gothic reread. This would also be a reread, and I own it, but I don't know where it is, so I requested it from the library. It's about to expire already. Damn it. I should have bumped my hold back. So I'm probably going to start this on my phone and then have to go digging through my shelves to find it and finish it. But those are the ebooks that I have actually in my account right now that I need to read before they expire. Possibly the book Beach Read is also going to come in. You know, perfect creepy October reading, right? I am excited for that one though. Everyone in the world has been recommending it to me, and it's gotten like nothing but positive feedback. Totally not seasonally appropriate, but I'm still looking forward to it. Beyond those couple of ebooks, I think maybe I might end up reading Mexican Gothic by Sylvia. Yes, it is Sylvia. By Sylvia Moreno Garcia. If this looks really, I don't know if you're able to see it through the camera, but if this looks really bad, this brand new Should Be Beautiful copy is all like bubbly and puckered and kind of glittery. That's salt. Turns out one day I had left my window open while I was gone, and it rained into my room through my salt lamp, which dripped all down a brand new pile of books. So it's looking a little rough for the wear, but I'm thinking that it's going to be just perfect for this time of year. And again, so many people have been recommending it. That's the only physical book I pulled out, because again, I do still have those books that I showed in the Shop My Shelves video that I think would be really perfect for this time of year, especially Live Forever, which is about a ghost. Doll Bones actually would be great for this too. Everything that I pulled out. I was already in that mode. But again, I don't know if I'll touch any of those, because maybe I just am gonna have my eyes drawn to something, or I'm gonna be craving something specific, or just want to browse through my shelves and something's gonna stand out. I don't know. I'm not holding myself to anything at all, reading-wise, for the rest of this year. And maybe for forever. I do know, though, that I want to read a comic, because it's been so long since I've dived into a comic, and I've got a bunch of them that are kind of in my queue of things that have just been sitting ignored, and I'm thinking the perfect one for this month would be Something's Killing the Children. I have a feeling that would be a great October read. Beyond that, I want to have an audiobook in the rotation, because it is 30-day book binge, and that allows me to get some reading in to fulfill the requirement on days that I might be busy doing other things. But I have no idea what that audiobook will be, so if you've got recommendations, suggestions, whether they're creepy or not, whether they're atmospheric or magical realist or fabulist or not, just if it's a good audiobook, I would love to hear your recommendations. But that is kind of where my head's at. That's what I'm considering right now. I will probably finish A Rogue of One's Own today and go straight into Spirit and Dust, since I've only got a few more days on it before it goes back. See where we go from there. I would love to know what you're reading this month, especially if you're participating in the 30-day book binge. You don't have to do a TBR, but I love to kind of see even what someone just pulls for this month in particular. Like, what is your ideal October reading? Where's your headspace at? You know, where does your brain go to? If you don't know what I'm talking about for 30-Day Book Binge, I will leave a link below to the information about that. It's a really easy reading challenge. It's not even a challenge so much as a reading habit, and it comes with some free goodies. So join in, get your hands on those if you'd like. But that is it for this video. That is it for what I might read and what I might not this month. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have read any of them, what you think, and all that good stuff. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, and happy reading.